that fun? So what are 3 to 5 things that some of you just know you need to be doing? Like, that is it. Highest, best use of your time. Right? So put that category down. The highest, best use of my time would be 3 to 5 things. So what do you do for 3 to 5 things? This would be you now sharing with me. You're going to live out loud part again. What will you be doing? What are your 3 to 5 tasks? Because they're not dissimilar. Believe it or not. You're all going to be doing, right? So let's just name a few things that I think should be in the category if you're just looking for a list. You should be leading. Not doing, leading. Is that a difference, isn't it? Lori's looking at me confused, going, what are you talking about? So you're leading your house keeper, right? I need you to vacuum, I need you to wash that, clean that, do that, move that, I'll be back in 3 hours. Out the door you go, because you're about to do the second big task of your life, which is what? How do you get business? I call it marketing. Marketing. Okay? Where's the woman where we designed a $2,000 to $3,000 like tomorrow cost nothing plan? I'll find you. There you are, Lisa. So you came up and said, I need to make money. Right? And you're still thinking in one frame. I said, so for $200 to $300 a month, you become a personal coach, personal, right? You're just going to go get 10 people. There's your $200 to $300, or $2,000 to $3,000 a month. And it's going to take you, what we didn't calculate for you is how little time that's going to take you. So for a half hour, that's 5 hours a week for $3,000 extra. That's pretty easy, isn't it? And it doesn't cost her anything but a flyer, her feet, and her mouth to get that business. You could do that all next week if you got focused, which means you got to get all this stuff out of your way. So all you're going to do is lead and market. Then what else are you going to do? There's one close to marketing, but it's different. And every wealthy person does these skill sets. So these are the 3 to 5 things you're going to be doing. What do you do? Once you market, you tell people who you are and what you do. What's the next thing you need to do? But let's call it what it is, which everybody hates the big S word. You're going to sell them. You're going to say, Lisa, this is why you need to have me in your life. That scares the hell out of you, doesn't it? Look at her, she's shaking. I can't write that word. It's that 4-letter word called sell. Isn't that exciting? You're supposed to say, yes, I can't wait. She's scared to death. How many of you hate that word? Or, I mean, what actually of the activity of selling? How many of you love the activity of selling? Yeah. So here's a different frame for selling, right? If you really believe in what it is you do, like with every cell of your body, are you really selling or are you enrolling? So just give it a new word. Right? But you got to have more conviction. Alright? So let's just name a few more things. In Paul and my world, we would be deal making. And as you get in, after you're leading for a while and marketing for a while and selling for a while, right? You're generating, all of a sudden you're going to get this bucket of cash. The biggest mistake, Janice, would be to go shopping. Right? Or how many of you sat down on debt as your first choice, right? I think, what's your name right there, Chase? You thought you had debt as the first thing to do. Okay? So instead of paying off debt or shopping, when you get a bucket of money, how many, let's just be honest, we'll put more in Janice's cap. How many of you are like shopaholics? Alright, so you know that as you make money, you spend it. That's the wrong answer. You can spend later. You're still going to go shopping, but we want you shopping for assets. Like finding those little Betrazos of the world, and finding laundromats of the world, and car washes of the world. And so putting your money to work. See, that's where your first focus should be if you really want to create a wealth plan. So you have to think about it like this, from an industrial age model. Right? The industrial age says, go get out of debt and maximize your 401k. How might that get you ahead? Have you ever really thought about that? How does that grow you by getting out of debt? Have you ever thought about that? It's an odd little concept, isn't it? You make money. Let's just say you make $50,000 a year, and you live paycheck to paycheck, and all the extra money you make, you pay down debt. Where's the break point that you actually launch to the next level financially? You see there isn't one? Right? It's Paul calls it the hamster wheel, right? It's the hamster wheel that's designed to make a certain amount of money. And all the extra money you make, because you're living a lifestyle, which is credit card debt usually, you pay car debt, and there's no way out. Because see, there's no break. So what you do in our model, we're going to go through it, right, is you make money, just very simply, and then we'll go through more of the details of it. But here's very simply, because I want you to write it this simply, I'm going to make new money is your path out. So instead of focusing on debt, Chase, I want you to make some new cash. And then with the new cash, we're going to show you what to do with the new cash. You're going to accumulate, but you're going to keep it in a legal corporate structure. And then in America, you get 66,000 pages of a tax code to play with. Isn't that exciting? From dogs to kids. If you don't have kids, have some, you can write them off. Isn't that fun? Logan actually said that to me the other day. He said, "My tax deduction." I said, "Yep, you are." But you're a cash machine payer too, right? You're going to make a lot of money. So, I mean, you'd be shocked at the things you can write off. Our tax strategist, one of our largest tax strategists, she has a blog for cats. She loves cats. I think Lily has, what, 8 cats, I think? I don't know, a whole bunch of cats. She writes them all off because she blogs about cats. If you like dogs, you're going to blog about dogs. If you like birds, you're going to blog about birds. Now you're going to write your birds up. Isn't that amazing? So it doesn't just be something extra and big. Listen, you're going to live a corporate life. Wealthy people live a corporate life. And corporate life means you get to maximize tax benefits. If every one of you doesn't have a corporate structure around you and maximizing all this, you're overpaying taxes by 10, 15, 20%. Today alone, I bet every one of you, if we went one by one, could save 15, 20,000 easily. And if you're already making 6 figures, you'd probably save 40, 50,000 in taxes. You say, well, what do I do with the 40, 50? You don't go shopping. And you don't pay down debt. What do you do with it? You put it to work. You buy new assets. So it's pretty simple. You're going to make money, you're going to keep money, you're going to invest money. That's what we call a wealth cycle. Once that cycle moves, you make it, keep it, invest it. Make it, keep it, invest it. Can you imagine if we're taught to do that? By the time you are late 20s, 30s, and if you're really good, you'll do it in your teens. We have some 18-year-olds in our program. We actually have a 14-year-old in our program. So when you do that, you don't leave college in debt. You leave college with a cash machine. You leave knowing how to invest. You're already incorporated. You're set to play the game. Like, that is our goal for the next generations, is to have college look like that. Because, you know, right now, kids entering college, 70% of the jobs, the activities, because I can't stand that job thing, it's too, right? The things they'll be doing haven't even been created. 70% of the things that our students entering college today haven't even been created because of the amount of technical change that's going on in the world. Isn't that amazing? Like, you talk about fear and uncertainty, be a college kid. Start college not knowing that 70% of what's possible is not even available in the world yet. Like, that, to me, is fun. That's creative, that's expansive, and we've got to get them out. Like, they aren't going to have a job, right? I want them to have cash machines, to have businesses, and you need to have businesses. So you keep your job for a while until your cash machine's off the ground. The minute that cash machine's off the ground, we're going to celebrate it. That'd be exciting. Yes. Some of you are going, oh my God, it's hard. Nuts! How many of you are straddling right now? We call it, your foot is in the jaw, but your heart and soul is somewhere else. Okay? So I want you to write down right now, so like Bob, some of you write down, I want you to write down the day you're going to quit. That'd be exciting. If you already quit, good. Very basic. I want to keep it simple because we're going to get into some detail, and for those of you who don't want you caught in detail, you're going to make it, you're going to keep it, you're going to invest it. And then do you notice in that model, who else sat down because that was their primary focus right now? So let me give you, listen, this is the new model. When you make new money and then you grow the money, do you think over time that consumer debt will just go away because you'll have the money to pay it down? You're right, you will, because you'll have enough money to pay it down over time. So as you continue to generate, unless you are a super shopaholic, right, your ability to generate and create is going to outpace that, which means you're just going to keep skyrocketing. See, we want you to have a huge asset base, invested really well that makes money.